Hi, and welcome to another exciting year of Authors in April. This is our 41st year promoting literacy in the Rochester community by bringing in renowned authors and illustrators each year to RCS elementary and middle schools. We're Jennifer Lin and
Chevy Jacobson, Authors in April board members and RCS educators. This year, we have the absolute honor of introducing you to our middle school author. Drum roll, please. Steve Sheinkin.
Steve is an award-winning author of literary nonfiction books for middle grade readers. He was born in 1968 and grew up in New York City. Steve graduated from Brown University with a degree in American history and then started his career as a textbook writer. Later, after his last textbook was completed in 2008, he became a children's book author. He has written over 20 books for young readers, many of which have won awards and critical acclaim. His books cover a wide range of topics, including history, science, and social justice.
Did you know that after college, Steve and his brother Ari moved to Austin, Texas, and wrote screenplays and movies together? Their first feature film, a comedy called A More Perfect Union, was about four young guys who decided to secede from the Union and declare their rented house to be an independent nation. Unfortunately, it was not a huge hit like they hoped it to be, and they end up losing money on the project. Some of Steve's childhood favorite books were action-packed stories about buried treasures and outdoor adventures. He also liked writing short stories and comics. His first graphic novel, The Adventures of Rabbi Harvey, was published in 2006. Around the same time, he started working for an educational publishing company, editing and writing textbooks. One of his first works was called Understanding Bar Charts.
It's too bad Steve's movie didn't work out, but lucky for his readers, he went on to become a successful writer of many award-winning books, including Bomb, Most Dangerous, and the notorious Benedict Arnold. We're especially excited for his newest book, The Impossible Escape.
We asked Steve to tell us some personal stories from his childhood. Here's some of what he shared. When Steve was about 11 or 12, he got a metal detector for his birthday, the most exciting present ever. He's always been obsessed with true stories of buried treasure and was sure he'd find some in their yard. Can you guess what cool things he found?
According to him, all he got were a bunch of bottle caps and a few rusty nails, but we bet he still had a lot of fun. Can you guess Steve's favorite food? It's fish and chips. When his family went to England a few years ago, his son David and him vowed to eat fish and chips every day for 2 weeks. They made it to day 5, at which point they were defeated by the grease. Too much of anything is not good, I guess.
What does an award-winning author do to relax? When Steve can get away from work, he really loves to go kayaking. Steve enjoys relaxing on the many beautiful lakes and rivers in upstate New York, where he and his family live. The other thing he's gotten really into in recent years is making pizza. Steve's got an outdoor wood oven that gets to over 800 degrees. Steve says he's still a novice pizza maker, but is getting better with practice. We know how New Yorkers feel about their pizza, but we'll have to ask what he thinks about Detroit-style pizza during his visit.
Maybe it's related to the whole buried treasure thing, but Steve says he has an odd ability to find old coins. Should I pay more attention to the world around me instead of looking down? He asked. I suppose so, but I really like old coins. Just recently, while walking past an old building that was being renovated, Steve spotted a buffalo nickel from the early 1900s. He thinks it's worth only about 5 cents, but a quick Google search shows that it could be worth as much as $1 to $950. Treasure indeed.
Growing up, Steve's family had a dog named Bandit. They tried to train him, but it never really worked. The kids weren't sure if they liked him, until this one time when a babysitter came over and was really mean to them. Bandit ate her boots, and the rest was history.
Steve's family also believes that Bandit has some sort of special powers. Like, he would find a dead rabbit in the woods and eat it, and then come home and throw up the volume of 3 rabbits. It was like magic.
Steve also tells the story of when a family friend stayed at their house for a while, an adult who was really lost and didn't know what to do with his life. One day he was watching TV, and he absolutely swears that Bandit looked at him and said, "Play the guitar." So the friend bought a guitar and has gone on to have a successful career as a musician. Maybe like Steve, Bandit has a special talent for finding treasure in people.
Steve's a writer, but he's always loved to draw, comics especially. During COVID, when students were stuck at home, his daughter Anna and him did a bunch of comics together. He would draw a panel, then she would draw one, and so on. Their finest work was a strip called Nonfiction Man, a superhero of sorts who declares that he's going to make history fun. He goes on adventures through time with, you guessed it, his middle school daughter Anna. In one comic, for example, they visit the famous pirate Captain Kidd. In another, they try to talk Alexander Hamilton out of fighting a duel with Aaron Burr. Spoiler alert, they do not succeed.
According to his family, Steve's great-grandfather and his brother trekked from Poland to Palestine in the early 1900s, and it was there that they changed the family name from Shabashnik to Sheinkin. The brothers eventually split up. One stayed in Israel and the other came to America, and there have been Sheinkins in both places ever since.
Want to learn more about Steve and his wonderful projects? Here are some videos to get you started. You can also visit his website at stevesheinkin.com. We can't wait for you to meet him in person in April.
Stay connected with Authors in April through our website and our social media accounts. Subscribe and follow so you don't miss updates on upcoming events.
See you in April!